Dr. JAKAILA HEWITT, and I have to say a little something about this. Now, JAKAILA was just here in April, I think it was, for Founders Day. Yes, JAKAILA was just here in April for Founders Day, and she was just Miss JAKAILA HEWITT. Before, I think probably from the time y'all came in, when I met JAKAILA again, I told her, no matter what, my name is senior teacher, I want you to speak at my graduation for my students. But she was here in April, as Miss JAKAILA HEWITT, and as recent on Monday, July 10th to be exact, she is now known as Dr. JAKAILA HEWITT. Our head girl from the class of 2016. That was the last class I would have worked with before I went into senior teacher. I was just a form teacher then. But she's a recent graduate of the Bachelor of Medicine and the Bachelor of Surgery program at the University of the West Indies U.W.I Cave campus. Graduating with honors from the U.W.I, awaiting conferral, including honors in her MBBS Obstetrics and Gynecology examination. Dr. HEWITT describes herself as ambitious, driven, and a vessel for change, to which she has embodied over the years in various leadership and advocacy positions. She is past head girl, as I mentioned, a cadet, national youth parliamentarian, and a medical student and part of the Medical Student Association, vice president and clinical skills officer. She is a health advocate, a youth ambassador, and a sign language interpreter for her church's hearing impaired group. She believes that the youth not only have the power to change the world, but radically reform it. As such, she has been involved in many global and international youth forums on health, equity, and climate change, just to name a few. One of her many accomplishments includes traveling to China to participate in the Chinese Bridge Proficiency Competition with students from 122 countries around the globe. For all those wondering, Dr. HEWITT hopes to pursue the jack-of-all-trades medical specialty in emergency medicine, for she believes that a jack-of-all-trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, please welcome our featured speaker, Dr. JAKAILA HEWITT.
Master of Ceremonies, Ms. Cole, Deputy Chairman, Mr. Mark Broom, Principal, Mr. Stephen Scott, former Principal and Principal of the Commonwealth School, Ms. Julia Beckles, Deputy Principal, Mr. Troy Phillips, specially invited guests, teachers, proud parents and guardians, and most importantly, the remarkable graduating class of 2023. Good morning. Today we gather here to celebrate a momentous occasion, one that marks the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. And to that I say, congratulations. Over the last 2 years, Ms. Cole has never failed in reminding me that she wanted me to speak for 2023's graduation. And I would always highlight how that is also my graduating year as well. So this is nothing short of an equally memorable experience for me, and a fitting theme, if I may say, as you, class of 2023, and I, a 2023 MBBS graduate, we have come this far. As I thought about what to say today, I reached out and asked, what type of year is the graduating class of 2023? I know everyone, of course, has varying personalities, goals, and interests, but I wanted a general idea. And it was shared that 2023 were the COVID babies who battled school online for the past 2.5 years. It was also shared that many of you are quite talented, whether it be in sports, theater, or otherwise. Some of you even have your own businesses, and I heard there were others who were quiet in the beginning, but now have the biggest voices and personalities. 2023, you should be so proud of yourselves, and I cannot think of how difficult it must have been, but yet you overcame and saw it through to the end. You persevered, and you can go further if you continue to persevere. On that note, how many of you know the fable of the crow and the pitcher? In the tale, a thirsty crow encounters a pitcher with water at the bottom. But the pitcher was high and the neck narrow, and no matter how he tried, the crow could not reach the water. Instead of giving up, the clever crow gathered pebbles one by one and dropped them into the pitcher. Gradually, the water rose, allowing the crow to quench its thirst. Sounds simple enough, right? But how many of us in this crow's position would have thought of a way to get this water, or even have kept at it? Well, the crow did have some forces at work. His thirst gave him the strength to put countless pebbles into the pitcher. But I'm certain it wasn't an easy task. I can hear him now. Lord, all of this just for a little water? It can't rain. I done with this foolishness. Much like many of us, when we face challenges that feel overwhelming or daunting, we feel as if our backs are against the wall and the stress is too much. But even though the crow may have grumbled, he continued to place the stones. So feel free to vent. Feel free to express how you feel, but don't give up. Also, how many pebbles do you think it took to raise that water? Do you believe the crow knew beforehand that he took out a measuring tape and started to do some calculations? No. Putting those pebbles in that jar was a matter of uncertainty. As you progress with your life and studies, you'll have no idea how much it may require of you as a person to reach your goals. Perseverance is not a smooth road devoid of obstacles. It is an emotional roller coaster filled with moments of sadness, happiness, anger, and frustration. It is learning to weather the storms and cherish the sunshine. It is understanding that setbacks and failures are not roadblocks, but stepping stones to the path of success. So I'm here to tell you that when you face the point in your life where you feel lost and despaired, dig a little deeper and ignore those who seek to pull you down, even yourself. Persevere, because you never know just how close you are to success. But as the saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So in order for success to be achieved, it requires balance. You can go further if you learn to balance. As you all start new phases of your lives, strive for harmony between your personal and professional life, your dreams and responsibilities. Keeping in mind that too much of anything is never good, but everything in moderation. For example, you can go and have fun to balance the stress, but don't do things that you know would demean yourself. Don't go to an event knowing you have an important assignment or test the next day. Watch your words and don't make inappropriate posts. Barbados is small, and despite what others may say, nothing uploaded to social media is truly deleted, and the professional eye is always on you. With regards to your dreams and responsibilities, everyone's household is different, and some of you may be expected to get a job straight out of school, which is not ideal, but I do want to say, never lose sight of your dream or become trapped in a working environment that feels like a rut or doesn't help you advance yourself. Hold sight of your dreams, and when the time is right, make it happen. Balance is also about making the most of each day, be it good or bad. It is easy to fall victim to destination addiction, and you may ask what that is. And it's always longing for the next milestone without savoring the present. Happiness is found in the present, and is in the process of becoming who we are meant to be that we find our true purpose and fulfillment. And I'll take this time to share a personal experience. When I received my MBBS results just on Monday, it felt so anticlimactic. And you're probably wondering, what do you mean? You're a doctor, it must have been so happy. But truly it was. I had a timer set on my phone from the week in front. I was counting down the days, and I had called the office the morning to make sure the results were going to be out the evening. And as the hours passed, Cave Hill received no results. So I made up in my mind that clearly the results weren't coming, and I was going to bed and go to sleep. Lo and behold, I step out my bath to my phone to see congratulations, and I'm seeing 3 and 4 missed calls, and I groan, because this cannot be how I am getting my results in this absolutely bummy mood. And I opened and saw that I'm now a doctor, just like that. I could not believe that is how that chapter of my life closed. Now, if my all and be all was focused on that exact moment, in life, look at how utterly disappointed I would have been. But I've had some amazing moments in medicine that I will always cherish, and I've also had some terrible times that would always bond me to that degree. But the point is to embrace who you are becoming and wake up every day with purpose despite how you may feel. And you'll feel a lot of emotions, hence why you need to nurture your relationships despite your busy schedules. Surround yourself with supportive friends and family who uplift you and bring joy, as these bonds will provide solace and strength during challenging times. I have no idea where I would be without the support of my family and friends during the last decade of my life. And I wouldn't recommend you to do it without support, as it's extremely important to fight battles, and it's extremely important to not fight battles alone. No one goes into a one-man war. And of course, embrace your passions and hobbies, whether it's dancing, playing an instrument, exploring nature, because these pursuits will fuel your creativity and ignite a sense of purpose beyond your work. They serve as a reminder of your identity and provide a much-needed escape. I remember when I was in second year medicine, I was struggling with a topic called CVS, the cardiovascular system. And maybe it was the math and physics side of me struggling, but it was just so difficult. And it was that same year I took up Chinese. And to make a long story short, I failed the course that year. But I traveled to China not once, but twice, and represented Barbados. And I said if I had to do it all over again, I'd fail CVS and I'd go to China. My point is to not fail your courses, but it is understanding that a well-rounded life encompasses more than professional achievements. We can go further if we learn the power of respect and obedience. Differences, whether it's in likes or opinions, is something I'm sure all of you have experienced before. And when faced with these disagreements, having respect is pertinent. Respect is not blindly agreeing with everyone or liking every encounter. It is acknowledging that we are all unique individuals with different perspectives, backgrounds, and experiences. We won't always see eye to eye, but respect requires us to engage in discourse and listen to different opinions with an open mind. A key aspect of respect is recognizing that our actions have consequences. It means refraining from engaging in harmful behaviors, both physically and emotionally, and treating others as we would like to be treated. And obedience. Obedience is often misunderstood as blind compliance or surrendering one's freedom or independence. However, I want you to see it as a powerful tool for personal growth and development. As the transition is made from secondary school into adulthood, we encounter numerous individuals who have walked the path before us. These could be mentors, teachers, or parents and guardians who possess wisdom and insight gained through their own lives. Obedience teaches us humility and helps us understand that we don't have all the answers, and there is value in wisdom in those who have gone before us. By embracing obedience, we open ourselves to new perspectives, broaden our horizons, and avoid unnecessary pitfalls. As we move forward, let us remember the value of respect and obedience. Let us treat others with kindness and empathy, even when our opinions differ. And let us be open to wisdom and guidance of those who have gone before us, acknowledging that obedience can be a source of growth and enlightenment. As you conclude this chapter of your lives 2023, carry with you the lessons of perseverance, the wisdom of balance, and the attributes of respect and obedience. Face the unknown with open hearts and unwavering determination. Congratulations, class of 2023. You have come this far, but your journey has only just begun. As you charge into the world, may you continually strive for excellence and never waver in the pursuit of your destinies. Alice Non-City.
Thank you very much, JAKAILA. Some words of wisdom there to all of you, and I sincerely hope that you listened intently and you take them to heart.